welcome to The Binding of Isaac, the Ultimate Vanilla Run. This run, we're going to be picking another random character, but before I get into that, we're going to look at what we unlocked last time. Let's look at those secrets. Now, a fetus in a jar. I wasn't sure which of the items that I got was from defeating Mom the 5th time. This is, in fact, the item you get from defeating Mom the 5th time, is the fetus in a jar. The bag of pennies is what you get from beating Mom's heart with Cain, which is who we were playing last time. Loki's horns, I did know for sure, but this was defeating all of the bosses in the depths, all the base bosses in the depths, which was kindly Loki as the last one. Now, a game kid, I speculated on this one, and I was actually correct. It's just entering enough arcades over the course of your entire game history. And then Krampus was the boss in the Devil Room that we defeated to get the lump of coal. It's the only way you can get the lump of coal, so very simply, that's what unlocks. Now, I'm recording this episode with my new mic, so hopefully my sound quality is really nice. We'll hope. Now let's random up Sampson again. You know what? Sampson. Well, let's run with it. Why not? It's not been as cruel as Eve, so we're not going to get on any of the special unlocks from defeating Mom with specific people, but we still have a lot of defeats of Mom to go before we unlocked everything. And there's also a decent chance that I'll die really quickly. So we're going to start Sampson off with a lucky foot. So basically we're kind of like playing Cain, having gotten a silly item on the first floor. Although Bloodlust can be really useful, as I've mentioned in the last time that I played Sampson. We're basically playing Cain now. So this opens us up to advantageous gambling, improved odds, and hopefully the Bloody Lust will help quite a bit. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have any way... Now, I do have a bomb to get to this chest, but I'm going to hold off real fast. Let's first see who the boss is. Okay, the Widow. Now, this isn't the worst possible boss. There is some stuff that the Widow spawns. Unfortunately, the Widow killing stuff doesn't count as me killing stuff, so I'm not going to get a damage increase as he crushes his own. Let me just knock that down a little bit. Oh, man. Luckily, didn't actually get crushed there. Now, our base damage isn't that great. I'm tempted to actually do some spider killing, since there are so many of them. And they've proven themselves to be rather dangerous. Now, my tears are already red, so maybe him killing stuff could possibly do it, but since I have no way of checking my damage right here... I could go into Spider Mod and check, but I'd rather not. Alright, health up. Health up's not bad. I think I am going to look for the secret room. Now, I've actually done some decent research on the secret room and where it can and can't show up. And that leads me to believe that this is, in fact, where the secret room will be. I could be wrong, but it seems as though my knowledge has served me well. And the reason why I really wanted to do this is because this 9 cents could get me an item. Now, it's also possible that I could find the top secret room, but that will be significantly harder. There are many more options on this level. At some point, I will do a video... Oh, nice. Steam sales. So, this is really good for us. We're going to be able to buy lots of stuff from shops, as long as we have keys. And you know what? I'm going to trade a bomb for this. If only for the reason of... Yeah, I get a key. You know what? I actually have shop money right now. With Steam sale... Do I want the compass? Since I explore so much, I actually don't want the compass. It's not worth the 7 cents to me because I explore so much of the dungeon. Could be useful, but all in all, since I don't have any reason to get to certain rooms quickly, if it was if I had the D6, then I would definitely have picked up the compass. But that's something that will be explained once I have the D6, because I will definitely be doing a good number of D6 runs. We have tons of money right now. Unfortunately, no way of accessing the shop. But the second I get a key, I might just go to the shop to begin with, because I will have the chance of being able to buy a key in the shop. we'll wait and see. We'll see how things come at us. We're getting a lot of coins. Shoot. So unfortunately, I played that a little bit wrong. But I'm going to rush this. See if I can get a deal with the devil. Now, I'm probably not going to take a deal with the devil, just because I only have 2 hearts. Granted, Pin could give me an HP up, which would be convenient. Oh, just kill yourself, Pin. You know you want to do it. Oh my. I definitely thought I was getting hit by that tier. But if I see a devil room, then I have an increased chance for an angel room later. Much like my other runs, I'm of the opinion that the get an angel room after you've seen a devil room was intended to be per playthrough, not across multiple playthroughs. Which I think I've explained, but basically if I were to die right now, if I were to see a devil room and then die, my first devil room that I would see would have a chance to be an angel room the next time that I played. So unless I die really quickly and restart right off the bat, I'm generally always starting with a fresh session, so I won't be able to get an angel room on the first devil room. I just feel like that's how it was intended, because taking a deal with the devil... Oh nice, and we get a pentagram. Pentagram is a nice damage up. Yeah, I'm not going to take any of these. Pentagram is a nice damage up, but on top of that, it also increases your chance of getting a devil room by 10%. Or it might even be 20%. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'll probably just put it in a annotation briefly, just so that you can see. We've got a tinted rock and we've got a shop. I'm missing bombs and keys, which is very unfortunate. And an empty room. Let's see. I'm gonna take out these fires so I have one less thing to worry about accidentally running into. I've already up to red tears. It's reached the point where my damage is right below the threshold of whether or not I'll have red tears, so the first kill gives me red tears. Speed up, not bad. I don't have the ability to open that. So this is bad, because unless these guys drop a key, which I'm going to guess that they won't, because it would be too convenient if they did, I'm going to be skipping a lot on this floor. Yeah, they dropped a heart. Well, this gives me free entry into here, which is just spiders. So, there's just nothing I can do. I've got a lot of money, but I've got nothing that I can do with any of this. So I just have to go on to the next floor. It sucks, but I don't have a choice. I probably shouldn't have used my bomb and wasted my key on that shop. It was worth a try, but in the end, looking back, it was definitely not worth it. Because now I am lacking items. I am about to die. But I have good damage. So, I mean, I've got that going for me. And yes, I did just speak in meme. Alright, well, a bomb. This is good. Hopefully I can leverage that into a key or multiple things. I don't need that. A library. Okay. Library could be good, especially with Sampson. If I could manage to get either... well, a few different things. If I were to manage to get... well... I'd probably take a Book of Revelations before anything else. Oh gosh, yeah. So, unfortunately, I died. I was killed by flies, which is terrible. And unfortunately, I had the pentagram, so I just couldn't kill those flies fast enough, and there was no way I could leave that room. So I'm going to go back to the main menu, and I'm going to roll up another random. And it's going to throw Sampson at me again. So apparently, the game has decided it wants to give me what it wants to give me, and I'm going to have to deal with it. And we start with Mom's Pad, which we've seen before. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. What I should have done in that room that got me killed is I should have tried to angle my shots. I should have tried to angle my shots to take out the actual enemies so that the doors would open and so that I could have cleared the poop. Let the flies loose. Now, there is a chance that this is the secret room. Even though I already have... Nice. Yes, and indeed it was. And I'm not going to spend my 1 coin there. It's not worth it. I got into there for free, so I'm just going to leave it alone for free. I don't want it to end up costing me anything. Now, I haven't taken red heart damage yet, so I still have a decent chance. And now, as I was talking about, I did see a devil room and then die. So I do have... Is this the exact same room? Screw it, I'm using the pad. I don't like these spiders. This will make it so much easier to kill them. Run away from me. How does it feel to be afraid of something spider? But I do have a chance to see an angel room. Pride. Okay, I'm gonna have to be really careful because he could very easily kill me. Watch the order in which the troll bombs spawn. You really do have to watch. Ooh, that was close. If you don't watch the order, and just be wary of which ones could explode and then come flying at you, you might get hit by a bomb that you think you're safe from. Let's see, so... I don't like any of the enemies in this room. But luckily I managed to get him before he nicked me. Now I do have the pad for the boss fight. I don't remember how effective that is on bosses. But let's see what our boss is. It's Pin again. Honestly, this is just curiosity's sake at this point. Oh, well, nothing happened because he was underground. Oh well. As I said, it was worth investigating just to see what would happen. I will have the opportunity later, but honestly, the pad doesn't help me all that much in most normal rooms. It doesn't recharge fast enough to, like, consistently knock out a set of enemies from a room. It's just, oh, is this room bad enough that you want to use it? And very often the answer is no. If you're about to be surrounded, like, the pad could have saved my life in the room where I died last run. If I had used it right away, the flies would have flown away from me and I would have had some time. But, and in the one run where I was just getting surrounded by enemies in the corners left and right, maybe the pad is really the best item for me and my weakness of corners. But there's definitely, I'd rather have a damage up every time. If my damage had been higher, I could have killed those flies before they reached me. Although that's always true. Yeah, if I get hit by one of those, it'll end my chance of a devil or angel room. I'd still love to have a Sacred Heart run. We managed to get Polyphemus. Nope. And shot speed. Ugh. I'm of the opinion that shot speed is bad. It doesn't synergize with a lot of stuff, and honestly, it's just kind of a waste of an item. Like, I basically got gypped on that floor, which sucks. But it is what it is. That's kind of how roguelikes are when it comes to randomly generated items. You don't have the ability to control it. When I have the D6 and can reroll those items, then it will be my fault when I reroll badly. Which, when you reroll, you don't actually actively get to reroll, but if I choose the wrong stuff to reroll at the wrong time. I'll take the Peeper. Basically, I'm kind of like Peep now. I got a slight damage up to one of my tiers, and he now bounces around the room and deals damage. He doesn't do anything else, he just deals damage. But that can help. Every little bit of damage can help, especially with a boss like Gertie, where it's big and we'll just constantly be getting hit by it. It's a great item. But it's also a static path, and if you're dealing with enemies that choose where they're going, it might not always be beneficial to you. So I forgot to mention that I'm subject to Curse of Darkness right now. Mostly because I didn't notice until now. There wasn't a real reason to look back on the map. And actually, Peeper saved me from having to deal with that, which is awesome. I don't think Peeper reaches the corners exactly, so I'm not really going to be able to deal with this spider. Well, I guess I can do it like that. Oh my. He actually saw me, which is unfortunate. So we found the boss room. I'm tempted to go in. I'm tempted to do it. Yeah, let's do it. I've got Mom's pad. Alright, let's try this. So it just slides away from you, just like anything else. Yeah, I say I have to be careful when it finally comes to life. This one moves significantly faster, but also has less health. Yeah, it appears as though it killing its own spawn doesn't actually do anything. And I reached that conclusion just because... Oh, well, I didn't take red heart damage yet. But still, no double room. Alright. At least I don't have to worry about that now. I've got some extra keys, but I don't have enough money to enter the shop effectively. That's a tinted rock, isn't it? Well, it seems as though the game wanted me to get this. I'll take a spirit heart for that. Now I could look for the secret room. Up here is a possibility. Gonna have to draw myself a little map here. It could be down next to that boss room. That would be obnoxious, mostly because I don't want to go in there. I don't have enough health to support it. You know, there's more than one possible option. I don't want to waste the bomb. I'm not gonna bother. And all the red hearts just strewn around. Last run was so much better than this, except for the part where I died. Which is, of course, you know, the part that ends the run, so... I knew that was gonna happen. Spider on each side, they move so eclectically. I have Mom's pad again. Champion, Knight. I'm not actually worried about this. I'm tempted to use Mom's pad just because I think it would move away from me with its brain exposed. But, as I said, this isn't a challenge. I mean, it's just wasting time because my tears don't do enough damage to kill it quickly. There we go. I get a coin out of it. I could use it later. Peeper was kind enough to already take care of that. Watch out for the fire. This one couldn't possibly shoot far enough to check the room above us. I'm just going to use this pill. Friends till the end. So it gives me 3 attack flies. Now I could use the sun to immediately discover the layout of this. Well, I could actually use this to my advantage here. I've got Mom's pad and also the sun, which does it does a little bit of damage to everything in the room. If I use Mom's pad, if I hold on to it and wait until I'm getting surrounded by these as they break up, then I will be okay. Peeper is also being slightly inconvenient for me as he's breaking these up, but he's also killing them. And if you look, I'm really red right now. Sampson is really good against those kind of bosses because he just starts doing so much damage. Because killing each piece counts as a damage increase. So when you've got that many pieces... This is turning this into a bullet hell. Oh, Peeper took care of the other one. Let's see. Telepills. Okay. I won't say no to this, because I get an attack fly. Attack fly is just... Attack fly is another type of orbital. Oh, geez. Okay. Peeper detonated that before I was expecting it to be detonated, but that's okay. But yeah, attack fly, basically, it's a fly that does damage to anything, and it orbits around me a significant distance. But that's okay. Sometimes I'll be able to use it to my advantage. A lot of times, I use that too late. A lot of times it will just basically just luckily hit enemies and do some damage. Basically kind of like Peeper. So I guess this run's all about the random things that could happen. Once again, I have 3 keys, but I have no reason to go into that shop. A golden chest wouldn't totally be terrible right now. And I'm using the sun card. The sun card doesn't really help me all that much. A, it doesn't reveal the floor, and B, I was already at basically full health. I used it because I didn't want to take one more hit and die. But unfortunately for me, well, I did get where the secret room was. And I have a bomb to enter it, but I also have a bomb to get... My damage is really nice. I also have a bomb to get this tinted rock. So let's see what he drops. He could drop something like the box. Something that actually... No, max health. It's still good. I'm not going to say no to that. But I have to decide whether I want to do secret room or I want to do tinted rock. And I'm going to take tinted rock if I can get a bomb out of the secret room. Or out of the shop, because if I get a decent bit of coinage... Oh, son of a bitch. So yeah, I should have taken Tinted Rock. Since I've got so many keys, I'm going to make a run and hope that I can find a bomb in the shop. Find a key that I can't even afford. Okay, I was hoping for a 3 or 4 cent bomb, and that's not going to happen. So I've wasted a key. Ladder's nice, but I don't really care if I don't get it. It can get you some drops, which is always nice. But in the long run, you're not going to really need it all that much. Now I might actually be able to swing this. I've got a full heart there. And I've got... I want to say a full heart here. If not more. Yeah, I got a full heart. So I've got 2 full hearts. What I'm actually going to do here is whack myself on that. Now, if you remember, sacrifice rooms will automatically pay out if you are left with half a heart. If I were to run myself onto it again, it would kill me. It would just straight kill me because it does a full heart of damage. But what the health up did allow, or is going to allow me to do, is if I can just pick up one of these. Yes. I have a heart and a half sitting on the floor right now that I can get to easily. Which means that if I'm at a half heart, I can heal up to full. And this is the one time that this becomes useful. And luckily I have keys, so I don't care. I get 2 bombs. Okay. Basically, I traded a key for 2 bombs. Whoopsie, I need to pick up this heart. There's a very good chance that I get something good out of that tinted rock. I already hit a speed up pill, so getting the small rock would be really nice. Because it would basically neutralize the speed buff that I got and give me damage. I will gladly trade a little bit of speed for some damage. Well, it's a heart. But that's still something. Basically, I traded a key for a bomb and a spirit heart. But I also did trade it for the chance. Okay, so I am safe right here. So I'm going to let my attack fly. Oh, see, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Peeper might do some damage in there eventually, but... Oh, that's beautiful. Attack fly being used to its fullest right there. I believe Peeper did hit the 1, which is why it died. And nice. I'm not going to go into that room just yet. Really, that hit me? I thought I was out of that radius. Okay, so that's gonna make this significantly more difficult. I want you to die. Well, give me a heart. I'm really wanting a devil or an angel room. Because an angel room will give me something good. Doesn't matter. Like, anything that I can get from an angel room is better than what I have. Even if it's the Bible. I mean, Bible's not all that great. Oh, this is nice. I like this item. We've actually seen this item before. It's Blood of the Martyr. So damage up, I believe it... No, it doesn't feel like it slowed me down at all. But it's a good damage up. Like a nice, solid damage up. And even though Sampson has some nice damage... Oh man, I totally missed that fly even existed. Alright, so my chance of getting a devil room is now really small. But I'm okay with it, I guess. At this point, we're going to be taking advantage of attack fly here again, so that I don't have to take any damage. Peeper's also doing some work. It's a little bit boring to do it this way, but with protection like this and with low health, I'm going to take any and all advantages that I can, and I think I actually have to lure these guys over here, because they don't want to. Well, I guess I will end up killing some of them myself. I could trade a bomb for a key if I deem it necessary. Alright, so we've got super gluttony. I'm actually tempted to... I'm tempted to just use Mom's Pad, because it'll give me free damage, but... Since the boss room's right there, I think I might just use it on the boss. Because free damage is free damage. He's super gluttony, so he's shooting all sorts of stuff. Angle shots. Just trying to do damage from a safe distance. Since it's really obvious. His tell for when he's about to shoot is really obvious. There's a really long wind up to it. And one more shot, maybe two, yeah. So I can get back up to full health without actually taking any more damage. Got a bomb. Don't have enough money for a key to be useful. I didn't have enough money. See, I'd like to find a spirit heart is really the issue here. So I can find a spirit heart. Oh, I could do that again. So if I can find a spirit heart, taking no damage on the boss fight still gives you a decent 35% or so chance to get a deal with the devil or angel. This is a bad floor layout. Oh man. He read me like a book. Now I could leave this room, but since I've already cleared out some of them, I'd rather not. Yeah, they could kill me in one hit, but chances are slim. I'm gonna go pick up this full heart here. Make it less likely that I'll die. As I continue to explore. Okay, this room again. I need to kill one of them. Yeah, that was bad. Once again though, instead of taking the shot that I would have, I ran into one. Hierophant's good. In fact, it's fantastic. It's exactly what I want. I'm just gonna keep clearing rooms though. Ah, this room. So I'm actually going to use attack fly to my advantage here if I can time it right. These guys actually seem to be... Well, I'm gonna get myself killed again. Although I can't always use the Hierophant if I'm about to die. Okay, so I've made mistakes. I hate this room now. This is now like my least favorite room. I've never had a problem with this room until now. Like today. Today this room is terrible. Mostly because I just can't kill flies. And that's really sad. That said, I basically have given myself an awesome ultimatum here. I'm either going to not take red heart damage in the boss room, or I'm going to die. I'm gonna keep the stakes like that. Maybe the high pressure will make me perform better. Once again, another really, really awesome out of context. So I'm just gonna use Mom's Pad here. Well, that didn't work out. No, that did. This is a champion husk, which means he's spawning bomb flies, which are going to become very problematic here in a second because all of my stuff is going to be... All my familiars are just doing damage whether I want them to or not. I can't turn off that damage, so if Peeper slams into one of these and kills it while I'm standing right next to it, I'm going to take damage. Well, luckily we got all sorts of red hearts. And a devil room with a health up right here. So I might trade this off. You know, dead cat and brimstone? Do I want brimstone though? I took it on my first run. Decisions. Now, I could dead cat myself, which I'm contemplating. I'm legitimately contemplating it. Just because I already have low health, and I could take brimstone then basically for free. It's a tough decision, but I've already taken these items. I'm just going to run with what I got. Now, I do still have some bombs. Because I can trade a bomb for a key, I'm going to do it. I'm going to need a key. I'm not going into the shop with this, but I'm going to save it for the next item room. Because there's no guarantee that I'm going to find a key on the next floor, and I don't ever trust my luck. Plus, it's one for one. The real question is, do I want to go in here? And I'm tempted to, but I was going to, and then when I got there, I actually thought about it and said to myself, I only have 1.5 spirit hearts. If I'm really going for angel room and devil room stuff, I need that. And at this point, with only 3 red heart containers, I need all the health I can get. The chances of finding spiders or a troll bomb in there is just too high. The best thing that I could find would be a guppy item. I mean, you can get just a straight devil room item sitting on a pedestal in there or in one of the chests, but it's so uncommon. Man, these guys are shooting like nuts. Chest with some coins. I might actually be able to visit the shop with this. I'm gonna kill this poop and then just leave. So that will despawn. So this room is actually kind of nice for me if I don't die to it. And just that my damage gets amped, and I should be able to just wipe the floor with all of this. Bomb. It's always useful. I probably should have looked for the secret room on the last floor. I realized there were a few options that I saw as I was clearing everything out. Some that I wasn't so fond of. Fortunately, I took more damage than I wanted to before killing everything in this room. Got another key, so I've got that going for me. Luckily, he just murdered himself. Unfortunately, I took some red heart damage. Mr. Mega. This is actually one we unlocked recently. I now kind of look like Wrath. With bombs. However, I no longer have the ability to have a 100% chance. Not that I had a 100% chance to begin with, because I just saw a devil room, so I only have a 25% chance max, but it also means that I only have a 25% chance of 30. Which is a terrible chance. I'm going to save this pill until I'm down to 1 red heart, which will be soon, because I'm not fast enough to make it through there without taking damage. Because if it's a bad trip and I use it right now, I'd end up at half a heart. Whereas if I use it after possibly getting hit, well, I don't even have to waste while I'm looking for the secret room. That's convenient. It also tells me a little bit about the layout of this floor. You know what? I've got enough bombs. I'm just gonna blow this up. It's worth a heart. I don't want to gamble any of my money away when I'm really close to having shop money. Okay. I don't want to use a key to to get that so that I can enter the challenge room, because I'll probably take damage on the way around. Oh man. You know, I hate spiders so much. And then I take damage from, wow. I can scare them into spikes and fires, but taking damage from that fire right there was just terrible. I knew it was going to shoot too. I went to myself, that's a shooting fire. I like that. I'm going to come back to that. So Peeper immediately destroys one of these guys. Now, I'm going to probably be using my pill here pretty soon, and it's probably not actually going to be useful is the problem. I'm really hoping that it's you know, full heal of some sort. Okay, this is definitely good. I mean, when I say definitely good, I mean if I don't die on this room. So it's range down, which means I'm going to die on this room. There's not enough maneuvering room for me to get away from these shots, despite the fact that my damage is really good right now. Okay. I did manage to not die. I was convinced. There were some definitely ridiculously close calls. And I could still die in this room. So I'm... Oh, man. That was really nice. Between the golden poop and the hearts, I'm going to go... Well... In fact, there are no hearts on this floor right now. There aren't any. That one heart up there is behind a key. So I'm doing this. Hopefully I can not die by having gotten rid of that. I want to be as far away from these guys as I can be when they die, so I have the most time to react. Half hearts, half a heart. I am still in insta-give range here, because those bombs... I basically just have to not stop moving. Even if it'll do me half a heart of damage, I have to not stop moving. And of course it's greed. Of course it's greed. So this means that I'm going to be fighting this boss with one heart. I could look for the... Well, assuming that I don't take damage against greed, which is, as we've seen, not the best assumption. I should have taken the dead cat. I should have taken the dead cat. Luckily, I will at the very least have the pad for the boss fight. Do I want to look for the secret room? There's a lot of places that secret room could be. Like, a lot of places. Well, let me see what I get from Judgment. Now, my explosions are already really big now. I don't have to leave the room. He could give me health. Ow, okay. Well... Okay, so I'm back up to a heart, and I got a dime, so if I do survive this, I will have a lot of money. Don't have the keys to get into shops, but at least I have the money. Now, I'm going to set off those in those directions like that, so that I don't accidentally hurt myself on the way in. This actually might be to my advantage. I'm going to take out the heart before I use the pad, because the hardest part of this fight is hitting the mask when he's got the cracked back, because he's really fast. Now Peeper and my attack fly are going to be able to help with that, because I can manipulate it, but I don't have the best setup. I'm not all that fast, so it's going to be harder for me to get around him. So this actually works out well. So I guess I gotta stop ragging on Mom's pad. Oh gosh, I just realized how bad of a pun that is. Alright, so he did get a hit in on me. That was really bad of me, I should have predicted that movement. I'm just kind of doing the battle of attrition thing. I'm not gonna try and use my attack fly actively to hurt him. Mostly because I don't... It forces me to get too close. I don't have the speed to get away from him if he's too close to me, which is what makes it dangerous. Like, I almost didn't get out of the way there. So this is just going to be a really long fight. Just kind of how this goes. Luckily, he's tracking right along Peeper's path. So Peeper got 3 or 4 hits of damage in there. Come on, Peeper. If he had turned right there, I probably would have been dead. High intensity, man. I guess when I defeated Eve, defeated the game with Eve, it was pretty much the same thing. So I've gotten a Tears Up, which is nice, but the bigger boon is that those spirit hearts are going to protect me in the depths too. Now I am going to have an arcade here, and even though I don't have the lucky foot, This is a bad layout. I need to move. Okay. That's better. If I had stayed and they were getting it closer, eventually those shots would not have been avoidable. And because they were firing slightly offset from each other. Oh, I didn't expect him to shoot at me the first time. These are the heads of the Headless Horsemen. They're just going to be annoying. Luckily, Peeper has killed one. Alright. We're out of one effective heart right now. You know what? I don't care. It's going to stop them from spawning. That fly can't even shoot. If I kill the bomb fly... Nice. Well, I guess I never thought that I would be complimenting... That was close. Mom's pad, but it has probably saved me once or twice. Now, I don't have a bomb to get into that shop. Or a key to get into that shop. Oh boy. If that got close enough to me, it would have killed me. So we've got conga lines and normal shots, so this room definitely has some lethal potential on me because I'm going to be moving around erratically trying to kill these guys, and if I double back on my own path, I will likely get shot. Managed to make it without incidents. This room, I'm not sure what I should do. Yeah, I knew I was going to take that shot. I saw it the second it happened. Peeper actually really helped right there. But I'm still sitting on one heart. Sorry, one half heart. Which is just horrendous. And I can't even get the drop that's going to come from this room because I don't have... Yeah, well, there's a key. I can't possibly get to that drop. Now this could be the secret room, and I've got so many bombs that I am going to risk it. Unfortunately, no. It's worth a shot, but that means item room. Oh gosh. Yep. That was a bad layout. Well, I'm gonna call this episode here. That one lasted a lot longer than I expected once I got down really low, but unfortunately, could not eke it out. Unfortunately, didn't unlock anything this time, but did get to play some more Sampson. You guys got to see how bad I am with low health characters. But next time, hopefully, we'll pull somebody else. I might just actively choose one of the characters that we haven't played, which is, I think, only Maggie at this point. Or Judas. I might actively take Maggie or Judas. Maggie starts with a lot of health and a yum heart, which can be really nice, and Judas starts with basically nothing, but he does get the Book of Belial. Judas will be a lot of really short runs, and Maggie will probably just be one long run, where either I'm doing well and just roll through to the end, or I'm doing badly and just slowly dying. But either way, until next time.